Hey there, comic book fans. I'm John Anderson. I just watched episode 11 of Supergirl, and it was pretty damn good. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be going through some key plot points from the episode, so if you haven't seen it already, here is your spoiler warning. And there it goes. So this episode focuses on two major plot points, which I think works in the episode's favor. Where last episode they had two major plot points and a very rushed third one. Yeah, they kind of hint at other potential plots, but this one they really focus on the two, and I think it's very effective. So the first of which is the White Martian plotline, where we have this White Martian impersonating Senator Miranda Crane, who is an anti-alien person, because this series doesn't have enough anti-alien people. Regardless, this alien is impersonating her, and they kind of bring it back to the DEO, and she starts, messing stuff up. Where we saw that in the promo, we didn't really understand the context, but they kind of gave that away in the promo, which I think was kind of disheartening because I saw it coming from a mile away. They're like, oh no, we have the senator. Let's bring it back here and make sure she doesn't leave. I'm like, oh, it's the alien. So, I mean, it was a little predictable, but didn't hurt the episode that much as a whole. It was just something that I was like, I wish I didn't really know that. Would have been more of a mystery. So, we get a lot of backstory on Martian Manhunter because, as you can tell from the episode, the White Martians destroy or kill all of the Green Martians, and they spent a lot of time on that, going into all the backstory on how they wiped out Green Martians and especially John Jones's family, and he's kind of like the last Green Martian. That's why the White Martian is there, to kind of finish off the race. Now, in the comics, the White Martians are a very deadly foe to clearly the Martian Manhunter and even the Justice League. They kind of play somewhat of a Chitauri army from the Avengers, or like the Ultron army from Age of Ultron. So anticipate this army coming towards probably what's going to be the season finale, where they're going to invade Earth, and it's going to be kind of like this big deal, kind of like that of the Avengers. So with that being said, we're going to need more people, because they can't just take an army with John Jones and Supergirl. And I think that's going to play into Astra and Nod and the other remaining Kryptonians, that obviously they have their issues, that I'm sure we'll see more episodes of them kind of butting heads. But if there's anything that the episode showed the last time we saw them, was that there's still family ties there, and that they're probably going to work together to save the planet at the end of the day. But the second plot point, we have Cat Grant struggling to reach out to her firstborn son, Adam Foster, and Cara kind of takes the reins on it and gets the ball rolling, finishes the letter for her, and gets him to come out to see her. As you can imagine, they don't really get along, but they both kind of want to, and Cara continues to kind of facilitate their relationship, which really hit home for me because Kat was very one-dimensional in the early episodes, and I was kind of like bored with her character. I was just like, oh, she's just this generic bitchy boss, and I was like, I don't care about any scenes that Kat's in. Now they're starting to develop her and give her more interesting character traits and more of a backstory, which is really good to see. And the two actors do a great job showing the struggle between this mother and this son that kind of want to connect, but they have this resentment, but not really. It's very complicated, and I think the two actors pull it off very well. And finally, we have like this love interest that is hinted at between Adam and Cara, and I ship it. And I think they have good chemistry. It was a little forced in the beginning when he's like hitting on her hardcore, but she's a good-looking girl, so it makes sense. But I think it's good that she's got another love interest, because I'm sick of them focusing on her and James. Again, we have another scene where they're kind of like flirty, and it's kind of like, come on, we know you're not going to pursue it. Like, I'm tired of that. She needs somebody else to focus on. And with the Wynn relationship, they didn't focus on that a lot in this episode, which I was really concerned about, Because the way the last episode ended, it was like, oh no, we're not going to get along. Let's make sure we show everybody that we're not getting along. And they focus on it for only 2 scenes. And I think that's how it would work. Because if you're in that awkward situation, you would only interact with that person a couple times a day. So I think that was done very realistically. And hopefully it sticks with that. And maybe, I mean, they hint that they're going to start getting along again. But hopefully it takes a little while. And they don't make him like really jealous that she's seeing Adam, because that would be too easy. I think they should just be mature about it and let Winn do his own thing for a while and then bring that back in a little later on. We have another promo for next episode where we see what Maxwell Lord was actually doing to this girl that we found in the room from about episode 2 ago. And he's trying to make this bizarro Cara, as we see at the end of the episode, and she's like destroying stuff. So that should be interesting to see, but only time will tell how the episode works out. Now, in one of my previous videos, I mentioned to you guys I was going to Heroes and Villains Fan Fest, which was a big DC TV show kind of convention, and there was a lot of Arrow and Gotham stuff, so I want to just show you guys real quick what I got. I got this cool little poster looking thing. That's cool, it's funky. I was like, yes, that's what I'm buying right there. And look at this picture right here. Oh, look who I'm standing next to. That's Casey Cassidy and Stephen Amell, and whoa, that's a glare right there. We're gonna move it back here. But that's my friend Julia, and yeah, it was awesome. Got to meet these two. God damn it, glare. Stop. Alright, we're good. Now, yeah, so that was fun. I got a couple little amiibos. They're not really amiibos. I don't know. They're like little things that you put on your desk. Got a little Arrow and Vegeta. But yeah, so it was really fun. Glad I made it out there. The snow kind of messed things up, but I still made it out someday. So it was a great time, and I'm so glad I went. So that's my thoughts on Supergirl. Like always, guys, be sure to share and subscribe if you like this video. Follow me on Facebook at John Ryan Anderson or on Instagram at GodStageFright. And as always, remember, guys, comics do deserve a second look.